We are building artificial neural networks with trillions of parameters, yet they remain entirely devoid of subjective experience. At the core of these systems is the perceptron, a node that performs scalar summation and fires only when it hits a predetermined mathematical threshold. This architecture is designed to calculate a mathematical response to an environment, rather than physically experiencing one. Biological sensing operates on a different principle. It relies on continuous, dynamic chemical equilibria at the cellular boundary to register the outside world. Scaling up logic gates yields a higher volume calculator, but this volume alone does not bridge the gap to subjective perception. In 1995, philosopher David Chalmers formalized the hard problem of consciousness, the gap between objective physical events in the brain and the subjective, first-person quality of an experience. This problem can be viewed as an architectural deficit. Silicon computation lacks the localized, metabolic memory traces that define biological qualia. While frameworks like integrated information theory focus on large-scale neural assemblies, they often bypass the molecular hardware that actually detects the environment, cellular receptors. This schematic outlines an alternative model by pharmacologist Richard G. Lanzara, which proposes that consciousness is a thermodynamic property generated directly at the cellular membrane. Lanzara's research suggests that bridging the gap to AGI involves shifting our engineering focus from macroscopic network maps to these molecular receptor equilibria. The dominant sensory interface in biological systems is the G-protein-coupled receptor. These proteins sit in the cell membrane, translating external stimuli into internal metabolic cascades. A receptor exists in a state of dynamic chemical equilibrium, toggling between an inactive state and a high-affinity active state. This transition is governed by a conserved free cysteine residue that acts as an acid-base molecular switch. While classical pharmacology maps how ligands bind to these receptors, it lacks a dedicated mathematical parameter for efficacy. Lanzara's model introduces the net shift to quantify the exact thermodynamic displacement of these states. The net shift is calculated using three core variables: the stimulus concentration, the initial distribution of receptor states, and the differential binding affinity between those states. If a stimulus binds equally to both the active and inactive configurations, the numerator drops to zero, producing neutral competitive inhibition with no net shift and no biological response. A response only occurs when a ligand binds preferentially to the high-affinity state, generating the upward phase of a physiological reaction. Under this model, biological efficacy is defined as a measurable thermodynamic displacement, a physical balancing act. This receptor mathematics shares a mathematical identity with a mechanical beam balance. When unequal weights are placed on the pans of a scale, they create a net displacement. The angle of that tilt is a nonlinear function of the weight applied. At low stimulus concentrations, the ligand occupies the high affinity state, pushing the molecular balance forward. As the stimulus reaches an extreme, the excess ligand begins occupying the low affinity state as well. This naturally forces the equilibrium back toward its set point, providing a mathematical explanation for rapid desensitization. This intrinsic balance accounts for sensory adaptation without relying on slow downstream cellular processes like phosphorylation. Because the receptor operates as a physical balance, it derives Weber's law, the psychophysical observation that perceptual discrimination scales logarithmically with stimulus intensity. Subjective perceptual laws are therefore anchored in the physics of the local receptor balance, occurring before a neural network ever processes the signal. Applying this biological math to artificial intelligence suggests a structural pivot. Current AI relies on the software-based oversight shown on the left. This approach requires computationally heavy predictive adjustments and continuous error analysis to maintain system stability. Biology utilizes a homeostatic model instead. This model relies on continuous negative feedback loops and receptor modulation to maintain stability at the hardware level, reducing the need for top-down software correction. Replicating this stability in AGI involves replacing the static perceptron with a receptor node. Instead of updating fixed binary weights, a receptor node calculates the continuous net shift to minimize the free energy difference between internal states. Integrating this hardware-level homeostatic sync offers an architectural alternative to the rigid software overlays traditionally used to maintain system stability. This transition moves artificial intelligence away from networks of static logic and toward systems defined by continuous thermodynamic flux. In a living organism, the cumulative sum of these simultaneous receptor net shifts forms the sensorium, the total system of conscious experience. In this framework, qualia are the cumulative metabolic memory traces left behind by these state changes, rather than abstract computational outputs. This biological baseline enables a new engineering discipline, digital pharmacology. By utilizing the net shift equation, designers can introduce digital modulators, specific agonist and antagonist ratios, directly into the AI's receptor nodes. This internal regulation prevents the digital equivalent of desensitization, stopping the network saturation and performance burnout common in current large language models. This transition from computation to regulated flux provides the scaffolding for an artificial sensorium, a system capable of maintaining its own homeostasis while perceiving the world through its own internal flux.